Okay, a brief note here. To those of you who are more advanced and actually are playing some standards and you want to get them into the 12 keys, or those of you who are just starting, you're thinking about the 12 keys. One of the things I started doing when I got a gig that needed a lot of standards, a solo piano gig, and I had to have a lot of standards. And so I started just with the book and reading. I had, 20 standards, maybe even less than that when I first started. But I eventually started memorizing more and learning them. But I didn't bother trying to do them in 12 keys. I was in survival mode. I needed hours of material to play this gig. And it was all jazz/cocktail, so I wanted to do them well. So I didn't have time to do 12 key work on these tunes. I needed to get them going, and I wanted them memorized. So that was step one. Now, after I had all these pieces memorized, I would go through and sit at home, practice. In my practice time, I would decide to take each song that I had up a fourth. So if the song was in the key of C, then today I was going to be playing it in F. And I would try to do this on the gig. So if at any point it started to get ugly and I couldn't get what was going on or couldn't play it, I would do a nice, cool little resolution and get back to C real fast and finish the tune sounding good. And nobody was the wiser. It sounded like I meant it. It sounded like an arrangement. So you can do those things too. And gradually I would work my way through the circle of fourths, and I would have played all my songs, all my standards in the 12 keys, through the 12 keys. Some of them I didn't do that with. I liked them where they were at, and I would enjoy, okay, wow, I get to play this. I'm just going to enjoy this. I would play it in the key it's in and have fun. Because we do have to remember we're trying to deliver joy to people, not our chops and our intellect and our prowess through the 12 keys. So it's a good thing to think about is that you can just move things by fourth, or you could take them up a half step. This is different than when I mentioned taking a song and working through the 12 keys with one to try to find that place where you're going to live with it. But trying to get acquainted with the 12 keys, you want to play them and try to transpose them, because that is a very good thing to do with standards. And this gives you so many things you could never get by just simply working with chords and things isolated from music. You discover the function of chords, the movement of chords, the sound of chords. You see them in action going to this or that, and that's what you get from being in the 12 keys, is all the different places you can take those and use them.